Yeah.
And Pizza Hut, it's a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference between them two.
Yeah, Pizza Hut don't deliver much. I never seen Pizza Hut deliver.
And it's pretty cool if you guys get a chance to watch this on History Channel. So it shows both, like, the brothers and how they try to came about it, and how, like, the Pizza Hut guys thought like they were way above because they were, and they thought Domino's was never gonna like catch up. But you know, like both these companies, I think Domino's started with like $1,000 buy-in, and now like they're worth billions of dollars. I think Domino's is like probably 16 billion or 6 billion.
Damn.
And then Pizza Hut is like maybe like 2 billion under that. So it's just crazy how all this stuff, and I was like, oh shit. So I started researching. Today I saw that with my girl, and then they had another one based on chocolate. Based on Hershey, how Hershey started it and all the bad stuff. And the way they do these docuseries, they have like reenactments. They have the person.
Yeah.
And then they had, I didn't know that Reese's, like, so Hershey had a big farm. And I think during when things were going bad, the war, they had space. And basically, Reese's was working one of farms. He had like 12 kids. And he got some of the things. And then he started his own shit. He got fired. So I didn't finish it. I was watching the episode last night.
But Reese's is under the Hershey's company.
I think maybe now, but the way it's separated was he started his own business inside Hershey, like that area, because it's Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And then it probably goes, I think, into Mars bars, and then like a lot of crazy shit. Like they were talking about like back in the days after the war, because it was like food, people couldn't afford food, so they would say on Hershey bar like this is more protein than a dinner. Kind of like Snickers. It's like it'll satisfy your hunger.
Yeah.
But they used to label food like chocolate bars as like a meal replacement. So it's funny now if you think about it, but just the way you heard it before, you're like, holy shit.
It's a protein bar.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. So me and my girl watched that, and I was like, damn, you know, it sucks. Like, it feels good to just chill and just watch something regular. If I was in my house, I never would have watched that shit.
Yeah.
Mind you, I had my my tablet and we started watching Shameless, but then I was just like, we just started watching TV. I was like, whatever comes up, let's just watch something different. So that's what I watched, and other than that, I watched. I've been watching this show on fucking Netflix. I can't think of it. I think I just recommended it to Al.
The Crew.
The Crew, yeah. Pretty good. Half an hour. It reminds me of this show called The Ranch, which I like.
It's with Kevin James, from the guy from King of Queens.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
I started watching the first episode today.
It's a comedy. It has the same humor of like that's, you know, like that banter of The Ranch. The 30 minutes long is like a good show if you really don't want to just watch something and not really think.
Yeah.
I just watched it. It was good. Other than that, I've watched Shameless, which has been good. Where now you can tell it's kind of getting towards the end of the series, which is kind of sad. And also I watched Your Honor, the last episode.
What you thought about the ending?
It was unexpected. I didn't think that was going to happen.
I was telling Baron because he told me he didn't like the ending. He said it was whack.
I liked it. It wasn't too
bad.
bad.
I told him, yo, it's karma.
Yeah.
Karma always comes back to fucking get you.
Yeah.
And he started laughing. I was like, dude, the whole show he was trying to help his son and hide it. And boom, that shit happens.
But let me ask you
something. And it was way unexpected. Like,
do you think that kid meant to shoot him?
No. He meant to shoot the guy that, you know.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to, like, ask you.
No, he meant the Morenito was meant to kill the Baxter son.
Yeah.
Because they found out towards the end that it was a lie about him killing, you know, his brother. So it was a mistake. So everything was not a meant to be shit.
Yeah.
The whole show, the judge's son kills the kid, not meant to be. Find out his mother had an affair with a drug dealer from New Orleans. Didn't want that to find out. The teacher who was fucking the kid.
Yeah,
Like every little thing
it was
being,
good. It was good written, man. Like even the way they
and that guy,
even the way the detectives that girl that she figured shit out. I was
and
like,
the lawyer, the Morena lawyer that was helping the young little kid.
oh yeah, she was good too.
She was good too. The judge Cranston, he's always good in everything he does.
Yeah.
And the way he like fakes it and like
He's a manipulator.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, so I was like,
You're
yo,
right.
this whole show, but for me, it brought it to like, yo, karma always comes back to bite you in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And they left the ending for you to think, is the judge going to think that the Baxter father killed him? Because he don't know it was the other guy that shot him.
Even because he wasn't looking at that window.
He wasn't looking at the window.
Yeah.
He don't know who shot him.
Yeah.
All he heard was, you're going to know how it feels to lose a son. When he told him that.
Oh shit, you're right.
So it ended like that you can make your own ending. It's going to be dramatized and if you notice, in the beginning when the Baxter son got hit with the car, he was scraped up like in the neck. And he was doing a lot of bleeding from there.
Yeah.
The kid, Adam,
Yeah.
was bleeding from the neck.
That kid was fucking dumb.
But it was a good show.
No, it was a good show. It was a good show, and it actually picked up more towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
I finished that. Like I said, I watched Shameless. Other than that, I think I finished Night Stalker.
Oh, Night Stalker was fucking
I
good.
didn't finish it.
You still haven't finished
it's
Night Stalker?
It's funny because
How you just say you finished it?
No, I probably got like 20 minutes. I already know who got caught. And
Okay.
I'm up to the last episode, but it's funny. My sister came to my house, and my sister was going through my Netflix, and she's like, "Damn, Lee, all these shows is like, keep watching, keep watching, keep watching." I'm like, yeah, I don't really go through all the shows. And I was just thinking that, but Night Stalker, like I said, pretty close to finishing. I just have to watch probably the last 20 minutes. I know your brother mentioned the Cecil.
I watched that.
Which
that shit is a bug out.
I didn't watch it. I was gonna watch it yesterday with my girl, but
it's gonna make you go,
she wasn't really paying it. Like, I think I started it, and then I'm like, man, I just really didn't want to watch stuff with killing. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Not the funny thing is, but I watch American Horror Story. So the American Horror Story that has the season with Lady Gaga is based on that hotel.
Oh, really?
It's based on the hotel, and throughout the show, there's people that you don't know if they're ghosts.
Oh, okay.
But they live in the hotel, so you see them and they interact, and you're like, is that person? Later on you start uncovering that motherfucker. He fucked her, but he was really a ghost. So she's the one that's alive, but he's the one that's killed. He's a serial killer. So it was that same hotel and shit. But
but the funny thing is, in the first episode of the Cecil Hotel, they said something brief about the Night Stalker.
Yeah. I saw the trailer and they had him.
They had him. Then in the movie Little Things with Denzel Washington, they talk about the Night Stalker killer also.
Ah.
So I was like, holy shit, all these little things.
Yeah, all tied in.
But the crime scene in the Cecil Hotel.
But I wonder if American Horror Story has those characters now that think about it.
No, but the way they talk about that hotel, that is fucking weird.
Yeah.
I was looking into Travelocity to see if I could book a night.
Yeah, right.
But they're closed.
Yeah.
So a group from New York. I can't tell you. But it's good 4 episodes.
Yeah.
It goes. It takes you on a high roller coaster, it brings you low, and then it gives you like an ending. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's all based around that girl. She's from Canada, the Asian girl from Canada.
Yeah, I think your brother.
Episode 3 is gonna fuck you up.
Hey, your brother told me.
Episode 3 is gonna fuck you because you'll be like, yo, hold on, really? Just pay attention because the way they think, and I'm like, but then episode 4 brings it back to like, this is what really happened. So I watched that, finished that. I keep telling Santa to watch Night Stalker. I watched The Little Things. I watched Bliss, and I watched Judas and the Black. And what's the name of that movie? Judas. It's about the Black Panther, Fred Hampton guy.
HBO Max one.
It's got to be HBO. It's on our app already.
Yeah.
That was pretty good because it's a true story, and I like watching true story stuff. It was based on the Black Panthers back in the 60s and 70s. This kid got assassinated at age 21 just because he was trying to, he was holding down the Black Panthers. He got assassinated. I think, and the whole story was about one of the guys that was with the Black Panthers was working with the FBI.
Holy smokes.
And giving them information on what they were going to do. And you see, was it J. Edgar Hoover or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about, do you want to see, I don't know if he said the word nigger or you want to see black man coming aboard or whatever, because this happened after the Martin Luther King assassination and all that. So it was that movie was pretty good. Bliss was good. You just is your own take on it, however you want to take the ending was.
You know what's crazy? That I listened to 2 podcasts with Salma Hayek, and this bitch is smart. I listened to her on Dax Shepard, and then I listened to her on Mark Maron, whatever his name. And I didn't know that she produced the one that she did about is it Vita, the artist, Mexican artist that she has the fucking unibrow.
Yeah.
Frida. She produced that, and I didn't know that. What's his name? Harvey Weinstein. He put her through a lot of shit. Damn. So she spoke out on it like later on, but she's like, I stood tall, like I didn't. But it's just like he didn't want that movie to come out, so he made it like such a hard thing for her to get the movie out. So she talked about that, and then just like smart, and then she was on Dax Shepard, and she was breaking down like different things, like about the simulation and all this stuff. And I was like, oh man, I didn't think about it that way. And I was like, oh shit, like, and it has a lot to do with kind of what's going on now. Like basically a lot of the concept of the movie is, a lot of the stuff we don't take to appreciation, especially with COVID happening, right? We didn't take appreciation to a lot of things that I'm sure everyone's probably appreciating. Just being home, fucking being able to work from home, or like this, even the smallest things that you don't have to go through, or even like going out to have a beer. We had that luxury. Going on maybe vacation or whatever the case may be, or chilling with your friends because of COVID. We didn't, we lost a lot of that luxury. So a lot of it had to do with, 2 different worlds, and one is them, not having the way things you wish you had them, and then having it the way. So it was cool. It was a bugged out movie, but she made it good, and so did Owen Wilson too, man.
Yeah, I was telling Baron that it's to each his own how they want to take this movie. I took it as there were crackheads, bums, thinking that they were living in a fake world, like the Matrix.
Yeah.
And go from there. But other people would take it as they were actually in the real world, but coming back as bums or whatever. Like, but it's the drugs, it's a futuristic drug.
But she said the state of bliss is when he had the simulation, when they were in the Italy, and he had his dream house.
They were really high. They were like really high.
Yeah, that's the state of bliss.
That's when they took the blue gems instead of the yellow.
Yeah.
It's like in the Matrix. Do you want the red pill or the blue pill?
Yeah.
If you take this one, it's going to take you out. You take the other one, you're still going to stay stuck in there. So it had that same thing. But I took it as that blue crystal was like the extra. Like if you go from fucking, I don't know, crack to cocaine, like a higher shit. And it made you start thinking even more. So, they're not real, this and that. You could do this. So I was taking it as that they were like bums in LA